Take off. She's taking off. Taking off.
A video shot by our photojournalists in the 10 News breaking news tracker showing the suspect take off in a white Tesla with police chasing behind. The San Diego County Sheriff's Department says before the chase, San Diego police received a call about a shooting on Ben Street near the Mesa College campus around 1:30 a.m.
The suspect had shot at the victim multiple times and then drove away in a white Tesla.
Police later spotted the Tesla and the suspect with a gun at an apartment complex on Armstrong Street. The gunman fled the area, leading police on a half-mile chase onto the Mesa College campus. The chase eventually comes to a stop near the continuing education building on Mesa College Circle. Lieutenant Joseph Jarjura says officers told the man to put down the gun multiple times and he refused. That's when they deployed the K-9.
Suspect produced his gun, fired one shot, which prompted one San Diego PD officer to discharge his weapon. The K-9 was shot during the process by the suspect.
The suspect was shot and killed. The K-9 sir also died. San Diego police posting this heartfelt message on Facebook about the loss of a valued member of their team. They say Sir was a 4.5-year-old Belgian Malinois and joined the department in March of 2022. The post goes on to say the dog showed courage, commitment, and dedication in every situation he faced. He was a beloved member of our department and community. The department says Sir is the second police K-9 they've lost in the line of duty.
The sound of chains rattling is like music for the people of Ocean Beach.
Look at us go! OB, hooray!
The longest concrete pier on the West Coast has been locked up for months following a winter storm that wiped out some railing. Now, just in time for 4th of July weekend, it's open again.
Cheers! All right.
Eliciting this response from Tommy, Shane, and Hunter.
I'm just really stoked about this because I'm going to walk on it every day at least 1 or 2 times.
There are so many things that go into how iconic the OB Pier is. I think it's hard to pick just one.
Just by ducking into the pier's bait shop and flipping through old pictures.
Are these all just people that would come on the pier and you'd snap photos?
I used to tell them, bring it back here, the fish, and I'll take a picture.
You can see just how iconic it really is.
Yeah, because they used to have such fun out here. They still do when it's open.
Whether they're skating, fishing, or just flip-flopping along, pier goers know the excitement is only temporary. The landmark is eventually going to have to close again for renovations or possibly a replacement.
It does help me be more appreciative every time I actually am on the pier because I used to take it for granted.
Until another closure crashes the party.
It's going to be a long process, but for now we're just excited to be back on the pier this weekend.
Hundreds of migrants spent the night sleeping on the ground at the San Isidro border. Many say they've been here for days and the journey wasn't easy. Mohamed Diallo says he took 2 weeks to get here. He came with a group of 5 people from Equatorial Guinea. I spoke to him in French and later translated our conversation.
Why here? We've come to work and create a life for our family.
Title 42 ended on Thursday, bringing many migrants to the border, hopeful for a new life. Now they must wait for Border Patrol to process their asylum claims.
The conditions here are bad. We sweat, we have nothing to eat. You see it. We want to leave here. We want to go to the other side, to the United States.
Thankfully, volunteer groups have been coming here to help. They have this temporary setup where they're handing out things like diapers and sanitary supplies, and they're even making sandwiches for some of the migrants.
Michelle Soleri is one of dozens of volunteers
Coffee with milk and sugar.
who came to the border on Saturday.
Everything you see here today is because volunteers are here. We brought blankets, we brought food. We even have charging stations.
Soleri says there's only one porta potty for hundreds of migrants and almost no food or water.
There's a lot of people we don't have access to. The next canyon over is filled with male migrants. We've heard there's somewhere between 600 and 800 people over there.
Soleri says volunteers will keep coming so long as they're needed.
Hola, chiquilla.
Perla Shaheen, ABC 10 News.
Who do you think is going to make the final?
It wasn't your typical practice for Rebels soccer club coach Eric De La Rocha.
Go, Leo, go! Good job, Leo.
The drills and scrimmage may have been set up the same, but the level of excitement was different.
Oh!
As each of his players wore their jersey representing a World Cup player and team.
I imagine myself being them and trying all the tricks that they know.
Organize your lines, organize your lines.
Coach Eric says his team, made up of 8 and 9-year-olds, are learning a lot about the game they love by watching the pros take center stage.
There's really a lot of soccer kids that love this game here. And I mean, just the World Cup is a great event to be able to continue to push that culture and have kids really fall in love with the game and talk about it with their friends, their family.
But adds the World Cup is much more than just that. It's exposing kids to the culture each country brings, something he's already doing with his young son, highlighting the hard work it takes to make it to the top.
Every country is out there competing, but to also realize how much it takes for every single player and individual of a country, of that team, to come together for one cause.
He says his boys are seeing the importance of teamwork and humility.
To keep playing my hardest and don't give up.
Knowing each player is doing their part in working towards the team goal, something he's hoping his team will take with them every time they step foot on the soccer field.
You never know, this might be the World Cup for one kid out here where they fall so in love with this sport that they will pursue it. Here it comes. Goal!